What's up, guys? Holding hands with you. Here to bring you Boku no Hero My Hero Academia review 198, titled "At Times One Must Stop and Analyze the Current Situation. It's Essential." This chapter continued from where I left off last week, where Team A won, and you hear Ozawa is he's not screaming at them, but he has the strict face, always with Stricker, telling them what did he do at fault, what's wrong, and stuff like that. And he had them all admit their own faults and what happened. Then he criticized on that. He told them to get better and stuff like that. Same thing happened in Class B with their teacher. And when this is going on, we have Midnight. I love Midnight, best girl, but she's funny because she's like, "Oh, young man," and they're on unripe powers, and she's making all these sarcastic marks, and All Might is just looking at her like weirdo. And then we get to the second round, and she makes another remark about the something about the unripe fruit is so ripe when it's the perfect season, and All Might is like, "But when fall?" And it just, you got these background moments with these two, and it's just hilarious. But after all this, we get to the second round, and the second round is from Class. This is a 4-on-4. Class A1, they got Awazami, Tokoyami, Momo, and Invisible Girl. Those four versus from Class B, Isuka, the big sis of that class, Shihai, Kanoko, and a kid named Manga, which is funny because his name is Manga Fubo, but if you look at his head, he doesn't have a head. He has a manga placed there. So I'm not sure if Hirokoshi, the artist of the creator of My Hero Academia, I'm not sure if he did this just for laughs or what, but I saw that and I just started cracking up because I couldn't remember him being in Class B. I tried to go back in other mangas and I couldn't really find him. But this kid's design is just funny. But basically, this is the second round, and it's these four versus them, and they're in this factory. Instead of sitting outside in the factory, they actually started in the factory, which is the opposite from the first round. And Tokiyami, we see a new ability where he can release Dark Shadow from his stomach and let him go free. And Dark Shadow was supposed to find out where the enemies are at and then come back. Unfortunately, that didn't really happen, because before they started fighting, we learned that Tsukagi, she always got compared to Momo and she hated it. So she admitted that she wants to duke it out with her hair and battle of wits, which is what they both good at. But at the same time, someone in her squad says the same thing to Tokiyami, and his name is Shihai, or Shihei, however you pronounce it. And we find out his quirk is to manipulate darkness. Anything that's black or has black on it, he can manipulate it. He can hide into it. And he can also make it move for a certain amount of period. So while they taking shots at each other with this, this is periods before the fight, Black Shadow comes back, and we notice that Tokiyami has this weird facial expression. He tells everyone to scatter, and all of a sudden Dark Shadow just punches him in the gut and sends him a couple of steps back. And we find out it was Shihei. He hopped on Black Shadow and he was in him, manipulating him to do that. And then the chapter ends off with Tokiyami taking off his cloak, which is really weird because we never see him take off the cloak, and when we do, he always has a school uniform on anyway. So, but this time he has something else on, and as you see in the thumbnail, he had this really nice jet black battle suit with these metal patches around. I'm not sure if they're ammo or grenade. I'm not sure what they are, but it looked awesome. When I saw that, I was like, "Yo, Tokiyami's gonna go in." I'm kind of happy and kind of upset because I was hoping for Class A to stomp out each member of Class B, And I'm happy that it's not that easy of a fight, but at the same time, these Class B students are just, their powers and abilities and the way they use them now is just, it's weird. In a good way, but it's just, it felt weird because we haven't really focused on them. So now that we're getting this information, it's like, okay, you can't call it an ass pull, but at the same time, it just feels like rigged, you know? But pretty good chapter. Fell short, even though it was 20 chapters as always, but really good chapter. Can't wait to see how Tokiyama fights. Tokiyami and Oriyami, those are my two like favorites. Not including like, you know, Deku, who's like my favorite character. But other than him, like my favorite characters like in the class, like the other students, would be Tokiyami and Aoyami. So the fact that I'm getting both my two favorite characters in this one team in the second round is like, it's cool. Not to mention I have a theory that how they can work together very well, but I'm going to save that discussion theory video for another time. But leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And tell me your thoughts, comments, and opinions, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.